In Nigerian's turbulent political theater, there are no permanent allies, only permanent interests. But within the Labour Party, what was once a sanctuary for the people's hope is now the stage for a political betrayal of historic scale. At the center of this storm stands Julius Abure, the national chairman of Labour Party, constitutionally elected, legally affirmed, and politically betrayed. Julius Abure is not just a figurehead, he is the architect of the Labour Party's modern momentum. He led the party into 2023 presidential elections, offering a political home to the voiceless and structured, to those who now turn against him. It was under Abure's leadership that candidates like Dr. Otti and Senator Ireti Kingibe gained the Labour Party platform. They were given structure, they were given legitimacy, they were given victory. But in the shadow of power, ambition whispers louder than loyalty. In 2025, after legal affirmation from both the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal, Julius Abure remained the recognized national chairman. Yet, those who rode into office on the back of his leadership turned around to deny him. They formed a so-called caretaker committee, violating the very constitution that legitimized their own rise. A coup, not in uniform, but in neckties and senatorial brooches. But power without discipline is chaos, and the Labour Party under Abure will not bow to disorder. To protect the party's moral core and constitutional integrity, Abure's leadership activated the party's disciplinary arm. A disciplinary committee was set up, transparent, constitutional, and swift. Among his first action, the indefinite suspension of Dr. Otti, the Abia State Governor, and Senator Ireti Kingibe, the senator representing FCT, not as vengeance, but as a model, a message that no one is above the party. This isn't chaos, this is order, this is justice in motion. In a political system often mired in compromise and lawlessness, the Labour Party under Abure's steady hand seeks a new president. Internal democracy, legal discipline, then moral authority. While other parties crumble under the weight of godfatherism and backdoor deals, the Labour Party is becoming a blueprint for a new Nigeria, one built on constitutional values, not political ego.
Labour Party slams indefinite suspension on His Excellency, the Abia State Governor, Otti, Senator Otti, Senator Kingibe, and other members, some other members of the National Assembly, challenges Nenadi to speak about her plea bargain with EFCC. Recall that last Friday, 2nd of May 2025, the National Executive Committee of the Labour Party set up a 5-man disciplinary committee headed by the Deputy National Chairman, Dr. Ayo Olorufemi, Alhaji Omar Farouk Ibrahim, the National Secretary, and 3 others to investigate Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Otti and any other party members over allegations of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee has concluded their assignment and has submitted their reports to the party leadership. The National Executive of the party met today, May 7th, 2025, and after exhaustive deliberation, in line with powers donated to it by the party constitution, has ratified the recommendation as submitted by the disciplinary committee. Consequent upon that, the following members of the party have been suspended from the party and all its activities indefinitely and with immediate effect. Number 1, Dr. Alex Otti. 2, Senator Ireti Kingibe. 3, Senator Darlington Nwokocha. 4, Honorable Victor Afam Ogene. 5, Honorable Amobi Oga. 6, Honorable Sheyi Showumi. By this suspension, these former members of the party will no longer act on behalf of the party. All concerned institutions, including the Nigerian Governors Forum, the National Assembly, INEC, and the security agencies, amongst others, are to take note. It will surprise Nigerians and party faithfuls that the name of one Nenadi Usman was conspicuously omitted from the list of these suspended members of the party. First, we have said repeatedly that the said Nenadi Usman was and is not a member of the Labour Party, being not a card-carrying member of the party. We are aware that she is a member of the Obedient Support Group that worked and is still working for the party's 2023 presidential candidate. We would therefore not honor her or dignify her in any way with any sanction, being not a member of the party. Again, we are aware that Ms. Usman recently, in a well-televised television program, in cohort with a former Kaduna State governor, joined another political party where she pledged loyalty to that party. We are clearly confused where Usman Nenadi's loyalty lies. The party leadership is also surprised that Nenadi Usman has the temerity to talk about corruption in Nigeria, when indeed she is the headmistress of corruption. Nigerians are aware of all the EFCC cases against her, and we expect Ms. Usman to come out and explain to Nigerians the story behind her plea bargain with EFCC and all the property she allegedly forfeited to EFCC. She should also tell Nigerians how she acquired her radio station in Kaduna State, all her properties all over Nigeria and abroad, her companies in Cameroon, including her plantation. Nenadi Usman simply lacks the moral capacity to commence on any probe or even talk about corruption in Nigeria. We know her antecedents, and it is all over. It's not even coming from me. Click on Nenadi Usman, and you will see her cases with EFCC. In any event, the party's financial records are straight, and it will interest the members of the public to know that the party's audited account has been published. INEC, being the regulatory body, sent their external auditors to audit the books and accounts of Labour Party. And they gave us a clear report, as well as commended the party for its financial transparency. It is on record that among the Committee of Political Parties in Nigeria, Labour Party financial records was adjudged to be among the best. Finally, the party has since taken a position on the issue of coalition, and we want to reiterate that the party is not interested in any overtures by any group or persons to go into any form of coalition or measure. Like we have earlier stated, the protagonists of the coalition, being those driving the agenda, they all lack capacity, they lack character, and they lack competence to midwife such a political arrangement. These are people who have failed in various ways and at all times to manage just one political party. They have failed to give direction to the political parties, which they belong, how can they earnestly manage an amalgam of political parties and their varied interests? Labour Party intends to prosecute 2027 general election as standalone party, and no further discussion will be entertained on this matter of any meeting held elsewhere, especially when it's an illegal congregation of bedfellows, a meeting that did not stem from the constitution of Labour Party. There is nowhere in the constitution of Labour Party that says that stakeholders can meet. Under what capacity, under what law? The party is very clear, the constitution of the party is very clear, that for a meeting of Labour Party to hold, the National Secretary shall originate the meeting and with the consultation with the National Chairman. It is very, very clear. And let me tell you, most of them do not even know or have never seen the constitution of this party. Yes. That is why some people will bring themselves together in Umuahia and say that they are standing in for Labour Party. Under what agreement, under what arrangement? So it is not recognized by the constitution of the party, by the Nigerian constitution, and by the electoral law. So whatever thing that happens there, it's a jamboree. It is just a figment of some people that are overhyped, that think that I can just come and take over a political party. Political party is not a social club. It is not a town union. There is a law guiding a political party, and until you conform with that law, anything that you're doing is null and void.
And maybe a little clarification, FCT. Okay, the meeting they are holding, does it represent the same quality? You can go to the street. If I want to organize a stakeholder meetings today, and I need 100 people to gather here, they will gather, we call them a name, and say, we have held a stakeholder meeting, or probably, okay, I will not call it NEC. And of course, if you hold a stakeholders meeting, the best you can do with the conclusion of stakeholders meeting, it will send it to the National Executive Council and see whether, and come and lobby us and see whether we will accept it. So they are illiterates when it comes to politics. They are stark illiterates. They just went to school, the school didn't pass through them.
Yes, so maybe I will have the National Secretary to say one.
The party leadership, as constituted by law, is not aware of any meeting. And after all, they have been holding this kind of meeting for the first 1 year. What has they taken it? What has they produced? The only thing they have been aiming at is to destabilize the party. We have contained and condoned all the illegalities, but however, we have sworn to uphold the provisions of the Constitution, both the national, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that of the Labour Party. And that is why the party leadership is taking this drastic decision. To punish those people who have erred and who have erred constitutionally. They are not with us. The decision we have taken, we have condoned them for quite a long time. And as such, we have to come out clean. Our members and the general public are watching us. The kind of rascality that is being carried by greedy politicians in all the political parties should not be tolerated anymore. And we want to use Labour Party as an example to show a disciplined leaders, a well-articulated and disciplined leaders. That is what we are doing. We will not condone it. We will not. Whether you are, whoever you are in the party, you are not above the law, the position of the party, the supremacy of the political party, as stated rightly and aptly by the Supreme Court is what we are exercising. All the provisions that the Supreme Court have given the power to the elected leaders of the party is what we are exercising. And we want to show, and we are showing example to other political parties that are bedeviled with this kind of crisis that Labour Party has been doing. They should take the bull by its horn and take the necessary disciplinary action against their erring members. INEC is a product of law. Any action INEC takes, it has to be in accordance with the law of the land. So go and ask INEC, have they proscribed Labour Party? They cannot continue to have a party without a leadership. INEC are in a better position to explain what is going on. You remember INEC denied us entry, and the court of the land granted us entry, and the same court of law is the one that gives us the mandate to continue to exercise and stand as the leaders of the Labour Party under the able leadership of Barrister Julius Abure. Thank you.
In the saga of power, betrayal and redemption, Barrister Julius Abure's story is not just about a party. It's about a principle that leadership comes with law, not noise. And as 2027 draws closer, Nigerians watches, the world watches. Will integrity prevail over ambition? Will discipline outweigh deceit? The Labour Party may be fractured, but it is far from finished. And Julius Abure is not done yet. This is not the end. This is season 1 on the Game of Thrones. Subscribe, share, like and comment. Stories from Absolute Focus.